Hello, LFG. So here's my first video. We're going to walk through a tool that I've built for basically a post schedule for when I will be posting on social and just trying to get my builds in order so that I'm building on top of my previous build and stacking that, and as well as a post tracker and an asset tracker and also some AI. So that's what you're looking at right now. This is a tool called Notebook LM, and it does this cool thing where you can just give it information and it creates you these things. For this video, we are looking at the slide deck creation, I guess. And it created me this slide deck that will take you through the purpose of why I'm posting this, why I'm building it, etc. So it's basically to consolidate all of the ideas that I have instead of having a scattered process where we're just, putting, I have so many notepads, drafts in inboxes, just like task lists, to-do lists, project lists, idea lists, and all of these things. And I am working to consolidate into a single place, at least for the intention of sharing content and building my system. And so we need a dedicated space to gather stories and our intentions and our ideas so that we can shift it into action. So this is intention for a system that both organizes and inspires from your ideas and notes, and then we can create that content from it. And so Notebook LM gave it this name, Creator's Story Bank, which is very fitting. Just like a blueprint for your life's work to capture it, clarifying, and developing those ideas and projects. So we'll capture it, and I'll go through that. Maintain focus and draft tailored copy. So we're going to leverage Airtable AI to be able to do this for us, to give us some drafts, post copy, and just give us ideas for that. And then we can progress this forward into the world and share like I'm doing with y'all right now. So previously, the old way, we had our scattered notes. We would lose that inspiration. They would lead to nowhere. We won't have clear goals and very, very inconsistent output. I could say that is very true. But now we are going to have a dedicated central space. It's going to be organized, and we'll have a particular workflow, taking it from ideas and scheduling and planning into the actual posting, as well as looking back on how those performed to influence our builds and content moving forward and our core intentions. And basically, the process is going to be sharing. So there's no additional step for that. Commitment to building with transparency. So this is just showing all of the back end pieces of what I'm building with my audience to share that out. And I invite you to grow alongside me by following my journey or letting me know if you want to be involved and maybe go through the same similar process that I am for your personal process and or craft. Oh, yeah. And so this was my call to action. I told it to make a call to action to like and subscribe to my channel. But now into the meat and potatoes of the thing. Okay, so here is my content creation interface in Airtable. What I've done is I have what I'm imagining I would be building and then sharing on this channel week over week. We're in this current week where I was going to build a content generator. And I was going to build it, then demo it as I'm doing right now. And then I will be sharing it with y'all. So since I'm making this right now, I'm going to shift it to post. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to upload it and post it on YouTube. Here are the steps that I followed. I had to make a new channel on my YouTube account because a lot of them were really old and outdated. For content generation, I want to be able to put in a topic, a hook, a story, or a description of the build, and a call to action. Typically subscribe, like or subscribe, I think is what I ended up with, and what channels I want to put it out to. Right now it's just YouTube. And so Here, this goes to an accountability piece. Eventually, if other people want to come into this tool and use this process as well, I've been building on the back end how other people can just sign up and kind of duplicate this process or move alongside me, and we can see everyone's progress on. That's a different tool, accountability cohort that I've been building out. But so this one's associated to me, and I'm only seeing the entries that I have for my calendar. And here is where you can add a post associated with, but this goes through a different process, but we'll get to when we would be linking this channel post. So here is my story bank. It has previous stories that I have not built through, but for this example, I am building a system to consolidate my stories and build shares. And right now that's finalized. I put in a headline, intention, and selected a feeling reference, basically what type of injected emotion or feeling that I want into this post. And this is a lookup based on this feeling. So here is what encouraging is, and this will be used when we're generating our post. So just to give an insight into this, you can select confidence, and then you have the confidence description in here, which can influence the post. Joy. I don't know why you would have joy. Well, I have joy in building these tools. So we have all these additional feelings that we want to play into what this post will be. Here's my quick story on what I want within this post, the value I want the audience to take away, and the call to action, like and subscribe to keep up with the progress. And here is a list of elements that tend to be within posts. Right now, I just selected the hook, the story, the takeaway, and the call to action, but you can continue to develop what elements within your post you want. Visual element, hashtags. Yeah, hashtags would be good. And these are just tags for the type of content that I would be creating. Right now, it's the purpose of this is just to share what I'm building. And when I was working through this yesterday, I have a post for YouTube and I was just testing out the LinkedIn one. But basically, this would bring in a persona into actually that happens later on. And anyways, so here is the story that is generated based on what my previous selections were. But since we added additional feelings and another element to the post, let's regenerate that and see what it gives us. Go AI. Every story needs a home, and that's why I'm building a system to consolidate my stories with a purpose, dedicated space, adding easily, highlighting them, building, reasons, purpose, journey, organization, to empower others to grow, learn, and connect in these shared experiences. How wonderful. Okay, so once we have our story generated based on all of our inputs above, we can post to a channel. So here is the associated story, the one that I just walked you guys through. You can choose the social account. So for example's sake, it would be YouTube, since that's what I'm using this for. And then this is a filtered channel placement list. So the only things that will show up here are the ones that are associated with the social account. So if I was actually on LinkedIn, I only have one LinkedIn profile, so one would only show there. If I think I have multiple for Instagram. If I was posting on Instagram, the channel, only one example, but this is one of my accounts on Instagram. But so I'm not going to put that through because I've already created it for YouTube. So if we open this one up, we have a status, the tag shares, there's that associated story, which I'm pulling into here. And I tend to work better with bullet points. So right now, this AI agent is creating a bullet point format of it and creates sections so that I don't get lost in what I'm trying to do. I wanted to go over the purpose, the features and benefits, and an intention for community engagement. But since we changed this post, let's regenerate that, see if it gives me a different list to go over. And so here's what I was talking about the channel. Oops. Well, it gave me a lot more there. For the channel consideration, I have this within my channel list. So it gives me a typical post structure for that channel, as well as the persona that I want to be using within this channel consideration. So here is my channel reference. If I go into YouTube, then I can see what the typical post format is for this channel and the persona that I want for this channel. This one is generated off of AI, since AI is going to know better of how the posts are typically formatted on those channels rather than me. And then this is inputted by me of what persona I'd like for that channel. But back to our programming. So I just wanted to show you how that's pulling through. And then AI can draft it, the post text, with a headline for me. So if I regenerate that based on this new bullet point list that I want people to go through. And so here is my new post text that I will be putting on YouTube once I post this video. Join me on the journey to build the system and bring stories to life. Oh, okay, I'm not really bringing stories to life, but the enablement for managing my content, how I'm going to be more seen publicly and demonstrate my skills on building systems and just having a system to organize all those things together. But yeah, so we are building stories with purpose. The Airtable app journey begins. And then, yeah, you can also bring in elements here. Yeah, I think I need to clean that up in terms of whether those elements would be, yeah, I think that would probably make more sense on the actual post one, because you would have different elements depending on the channel. So that can be an improvement that I will add to my task list to move forward. So that's my post text. This one was outdated. And so what I've also started to do is create an asset library. So within each of these posts, so right now I'm creating a video, that would be an asset. For YouTube, typically you need a thumbnail. So I have these assets. These assets were generated. This one is from Copilot, where I basically just took I think it was the bullet points. The bullet points, but it doesn't matter. Bullet points or the draft text, you can go into Copilot or ChatGPT and ask it to create you a thumbnail. These were the results from Copilot, ChatGPT, and then I think this was Copilot, but I wasn't going to use this because some random lady is on it. But so we can save these and use them for references for posts, but it also goes into our asset repository page. So you can see all the images. Here's the post thumbnail. Here's some dodgeball pictures that I need for an interview, PDFs that are available, and links and templates that I also use, and then all of them. But as we are adding them in this area from our post, it will be put into here. So let's just say an example. We're going to add in a image, and let's just take a cicada, a random image that we would be using for an asset, cicada. And then if it wasn't a URL, you would populate that here. I haven't put conditional formatting on this page, but another future build. Create that. And so we have this cicada picture, and then you can see that it also populates into our asset library. So as we're creating these posts, generating these assets, we have this centralized location for all of those things. And so from that, I'm just going to remove that association. And then here are the channels and placements. The channel would be YouTube. Here's my channel placement, which is the specific channel within my account, which I'm building right now. This is my first video. It's going to be called Free to Dance and Dodge. And here's the channel link. So when I'm posting, I'll go here. I still need to download that video, upload it, and then put in the title and task, etc. But once that's done, I will put it into this post link. Once it is posted, our post date is going to be today, 12/6. It will eventually move to this post assessment section where, oops, maybe not. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so we wanted at a different date. So hold on, let me pause. Oops. Okay, continuing on. So basically, on post assessment, from when the post date was, we're looking at it. How many days? Oh, yeah. So whatever the 24, I think it was 2 weeks. So is that 2 weeks? 24, yeah, that's 2 weeks. So from the post date, um, 2 weeks later, we're going to look at it. And well, these were some old, outdated ones, but the post link would be here. So, for example, for ours, that free to dance and dodge, then when I post that there, I'm going to be, it's posted on the 6th, and I will be assessing it on the 20th. So that's why it ends up on this area of the calendar. So I know it's here where we are. Here's our ones that I'm going to assess on Monday, and then these are the ones from 2 weeks before. So when we're assessing it, we can open this up. We can log the number of reactions, comments, conversations that are generated. This will work into the pipeline piece that I'll eventually be building. Let's see, where's that at? Yeah, so pipeline's not until week 5. So right now we're just generating content. Then we're going to work on distributions, kind of already worked on, but there's pieces that need to be cleaned up. Metric capture, I guess technically I already had that, but we'll clean that up as well. Connection tracker, when we are starting to log the people that we're connecting with, whether in the community or directly, just having somewhere to track what those engagements are and what the purpose is and how we can work together. And then pipeline would be the process from generating all this content and these leads and how we can best serve the people. But yeah, so that will be built out more. And that's what this is. Okay, so that's basically the end. I will work on my presentation skills and how to take people through this. But so we can connect those posts. I think there was another. I mean, I have a LinkedIn, and that was just a test run for me. But so I will be connecting this post, and then we can start seeing more as we move through and things get completed and our asset library gets built. This will continue to develop and support our initiatives. Okay, hope you guys have a good one. Hopefully this wasn't too long. Take care now. Bye.